Hello everyone. This is going to be a pick a pile reading. Just kind of what to be mindful of emotionally during this holiday season. Pile 1 is release self-judgment. Pile 2, speak openly and honestly. I'm going to start with pile 1. Even the opinions you have about yourself are not necessarily true. Therefore, you don't need to take whatever you hear in your own mind personally. Looking into internal dialogue with this pile. You're strong enough to transition into calmer waters here. You're not giving yourself enough credit. You're more emotionally intelligent than you feel, but you need to take action. There needs to be action in your energy right now. There's some kind of loss here, and this time of year is like a little more difficult for you because of that loss. It makes you feel weak. But you need to remember that what you put out is what you will get back. So when you are in that energy of stagnancy, you need to create movement for yourself. Yeah, movement for yourself. The wheel is reversed right now. There's no movement. Where is there no movement? In your connection to the divine. You're allowing your 3D stress to pull you away from that divine connection during this time of year, which is making it harder for you to deal with certain emotions. When you're around other people, it's a lot more difficult because you have to try and hide it. And then when you're alone, you feel too exhausted to then go process it or deal with it. You may be avoiding being alone right now because it feels like there's this fire inside that just can't be quelled right now. What is the fire? You feel like you're standing on one foot on your tippy toes and the other foot is not on the ground. You feel like at any moment something could topple you over. Very on edge here. Yeah, we have the devil in reverse. It feels like you're stressed and anxious about a past situation or about something that there's no way to change. So a loss of a person maybe, or there's something that's unchangeable about the situation. So there needs to be a change in how you're dealing with the situation. You need to allow other people to support you and not hide yourself away. You feel like a burden. You feel like you need to hide because you feel like your emotions are a burden. You need to rethink that and just allow yourself to be. Doesn't mean you need to trauma dump on someone, but you need to take action right now, and action is blocked. And it's blocking you from your divine authority when it comes to dealing with a specific situation. You're trying to hold back to protect yourself here. And it's making you feel like you're literally just strung in place. Like you can't move forward, you can't move back, you can't pivot, you're just kind of hanging there. Excuse me. There's a need to pour into yourself with self-love. You have to learn your love language and give it to yourself, especially during this time of year when it's a little bit more difficult. There's a need to learn your own love language and give that to yourself. No, don't delay, do it now, and ending of certain energy so new, fresh energy can come in. You can't expect the growth overnight, but you need to start taking action towards it and not wait until it gets closer to Christmas to reconnect with your higher self. It's like you're in this energy of not needing to necessarily do, but more of cut away what's keeping you down. Cut away what's keeping you feeling depleted. And allow those to support you. You need to talk it out. There's something you need to talk out. Even if it's just writing in a journal or recording yourself, there's something you need to let out. It feels like the best bet would be talking to someone you trust. But there's also the option of just letting it out and releasing for yourself. You can go either way here. You can talk it out to another person who supports you, or you don't necessarily need another person, but it still needs to be released. Yeah, King of Swords in reverse, Queen of Swords upright. Needs to be released so that you can take action and get back in that divine authority. Because there's no forward movement here right now. It's like you are stuck in place, just trying to stay afloat, and you're trying to keep this all to yourself so that no one else sees it because you feel like a burden. It's almost like you're not finding the same joy in the holidays because of a specific wound that needs to be looked into, something that's been going on for a while that you're not expressing. I would say for this collective, it's really about creating a flow in what is currently blocked so that you can start to feel like yourself again. Either expression to yourself or expressing to someone else. There's something that you're holding in that's making you very uncomfortable and disconnecting your ability to get messages or receive guidance from your higher self. It's almost like you feel like the walkie-talkie's dead around this time of year. So there's a need to create flow and movement in those emotions by expressing, and by knowing that expressing is not you being a burden, it's you releasing what has been held inside for some time. Show me upcoming energies for going into January. Right now you're defensive. You're in that energy of trying to protect yourself from any emotional triggers, but you're going to give up that fight and have a new beginning. So allow that new beginning to happen sooner rather than later, because it's in your hands when this literally in your hands when this new beginning occurs. You just have to stop fighting against yourself here. Pile 2. Speak open and honestly. When you speak openly and honestly, you won't have to make assumptions. The day you stop making assumptions, you will communicate cleanly and clearly and achieve impeccability with your word. So there's some kind of conversation that would help you heal right now. Yeah, this would be a love message. This would be turning the page to a new chapter. 3 of Wands in reverse is about not waiting around. It's a do it now energy. To reignite your passion here, to reignite your forward progress. There's something off balance here when it comes to your routine, habits, hobbies. Something's not serving you right now. It's causing this lack of balance in your life. When it comes to being able to walk away from something that's not serving you and having a new beginning. It's a new mindset that wants to come in for you, but it's being blocked because the perspective is not in the right place. You're not looking at the situation as if it's something that's holding you back. You're just kind of going with the flow when it comes to something that's not serving you right now. Yeah, the wheel has stopped. The wheel has stopped. We have 5 of Wands here. There needs to be a change that begins in the mind so that you can have this celebration and victory. You have more options than you think you have right now. And if you saw that, you would see that fast forward progress could happen here. You could kind of break ground is what I'm hearing. But you need to be grounded to break ground. Like groundbreaking forward progress comes after you yourself are grounded. Feels like there's a bit of analysis paralysis happening right now. And you need to get back in that Emperor energy by slowly and surely taking steps forward. You don't have to run, patient, sitting down. You don't have to run, but you have to start taking steps forward to get that wheel turning again. And it starts with grounding yourself. There's a bit of an inner child wound that's triggered right now. Feels like because of the time of year. Truth, yes. Either an inner child wound or a holding in of expression wound. Yeah, you're not moving forward on something. You feel chained to this wound being triggered right now, when you could have groundbreaking forward progress if you were grounded. There's a need to address a situation here that's bothering you or that you're holding on to. It could just be releasing the situation, or it could also be expression. Magician's in reverse, so there doesn't necessarily need to be communication, but there's a negative energy that you need to release right now so that you can see from a better perspective and free yourself from something that's draining you, to restore the balance when it comes to hearing a practical solution for an ongoing problem. There's some form of self-sabotage here that needs to be addressed. And it's preventing you from getting what you want or what you deserve, what you desire. I don't know why that's so foggy. It's preventing you from getting what you deserve or desire, keeping you out of your divine authority here, blocking forward progress. There's a need to express and turn the page. Express, release, and turn the page. Because something you're holding in is leading to other areas of self-sabotage. So you're not getting the victory and you're being kept in the dark here from how to move forward. You have a new beginning coming to you, but you need to make a decision on something before that comes. What do you have to make a decision on? Where you want to go. You have to get clear about what your goals are and what would fulfill you, and then kind of give up the how and just focus on what it is you want and allow the pieces to fall into place through forward intentional action. Because you have a new beginning that's making up for a situation that didn't go your way in the past. You have a 10 of Pentacles coming. You have some kind of increased stability, increased security, increased finances, but you need that connection to your higher self. This is like a giving and receiving energy. You need that higher self connection to be going both ways by regrounding yourself and relying on your foundation, going back to making sure that hydration, nutrition, sleep, all of that is in place so that you have that solid foundation to build on. Show me going into the new year. You're bringing emotional balance to an ongoing situation in which you previously doubted yourself. That's what that new beginning is. The new beginning is bringing a conclusion to an old situation in which you doubted how you handled it or you doubted yourself. And it's been a long time coming, but you're finally releasing that burden. And that's what's allowing for this new beginning. It's like sailing off into a magical land, new beginning. All through expression and release. Yeah. You have some kind of gift because you chose self-love, but you need to choose self-love again in order to get the gift or the reward. That's all. Have a good day.